Johnny Depp, a 50-year-old douchebag who has wasted basically the best years of his career playing goofy, silly characters nobody asked for in movies nobody wanted. But today, he's going back to being a bit more serious, his Ed Wood days, when he played like a realistic person in a serious story. What could go wrong, right? Right. Cue title scene. Transcendence is a movie directed by Wally Pfister. If you don't know who that is, don't worry, no one really cares. Why? Because he's actually a first-time director. And his main pedigree is being Christopher Nolan's go-to cinematographer. Now, as many people know, or maybe you don't, maybe you're new to all this, I'm not the world's biggest Nolan fan. But I will say his films always look spectacular. And I do think a lot of that has to do with Pfister himself. And so when I saw that this guy was getting into the directing game, I was actually really excited. I thought this film sounds fascinating. Essentially the premise is Johnny Depp, he's getting back into a more serious role, playing a real person for once. And the idea is that he is playing a dude who is trying to create transcendence. He's trying to make an AI, a superior intelligence, all that good stuff. And he's trying to do it to benefit the world, but he gets shot by psychos who are against all that and crazy. And they have to, only way to save him is for his mind to be uploaded into the computer and basically become the transcendence itself. And at first glance, this sounded awesome. It looked amazing. These trailers and commercials are masterpieces. Pfister definitely knows how to direct a looking scene, and there are a lot of beautiful, well done, amazing shots in this movie. Unfortunately, everything else is crap. And there's a very good reason for this. That's because the film is all over the place. And the problem, I think, originates from the way it's set up. Johnny Depp's character, even though, yeah, it was refreshing to see him not play a weirdo, it's so bland and uninteresting. He's sort of interesting at first when he's explaining things, and you can tell Depp understands the source material and what he's doing. But the thing is that there's nothing to the guy. You know, even when he becomes the computer, he sort of seems interesting, but he's not. And that's because there's no emotion coming through at all. One might say that could make sense because, again, he's turned into a computer. But it starts too fast and it's rushed into too quickly, which is the only time you can say rush in this movie because everything else is so painstakingly slow. Literally, this film is like 2 hours long. I thought I was in there for like 3. I mean, again, this movie, oh God, it just ran at a snail's pace. And part of that is because there's such an amazing cast. Johnny Depp is a talented actor. No one can deny that. Rebecca Hall's in it. She's the only good one in the movie. Also, Paul Curry, he's good in it too. You have Cillian Murphy and Morgan Freeman, 2 amazing actors. They do nothing in this movie. They meant nothing. And not in that way to where you put a big actor in a small role to just have them get the extra name in there. They did nothing. This whole movie, I just constantly am looking for something to happen, and just everything that happens goes so slow. Everyone is so bland. I don't care about what's happening. If you want to do a movie like this, you need to get it down to a human story. You need to have the characters be relatable. You need to have it feel realistic. There's nothing in that in this movie. Everything just feels like relaying events and showing things off, which again is alright from a cinematographer's point of view, but you can tell this guy's got a long way to go before he's ready to direct an Oscar-winning movie, because this thing is just so goddamn slow. And that's really all you can say about it. Things that happen in the movie don't really matter because they actually don't influence anything. Many of the things Depp's character do are inconsistent as hell, and you sort of wonder, is he helping people, is he not helping people? That could be interesting, but it's done in a very slow way. This movie, just as a whole, is so piss-poor boring. Again, Rebecca Hall is the only one who gets a chance to do anything. Everyone else is just so useless. And honestly, it just wound up pissing me off in the end. Just no one is relatable, no one is likable, the story just goes nowhere, and whatever does happen is so useless no one cares. And so really, at the end of the day, all I can say is Transcendence is 3 out of 10 on the sci-fi scale. Yeah, the two performances I said were all right, were good. Again, the cinematography was really nice to look at. It does bring up a couple interesting ideas. But again, just never going anywhere, and that's just really what I couldn't stand. But, hey, there's always better sci-fi stories to have. But today, let's do something a little bit different. Let's bitch about Johnny Depp. In the comment section below, give me your least favorite Depp role. Trust me, he's had so many lately. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe because Johnny Depp may suck, but I like to believe I'm at least a little entertaining.